Good morning, and welcome to Redeemer Lutheran Church. I'm Pastor Gary Lodeholt. Our next beatitude is just as countercultural and maybe even more upsetting than the one about the meek was yesterday. Blessed are those who hunger and thirst for righteousness, Jesus told us, for they shall be satisfied. Now, of course, we want to be righteous. We want to live our lives God's way and following what God would have us do. But that's not all that Jesus is talking about here. The hungering and thirsting for righteousness also includes desperately wanting God's righteousness to be put in place in our world. And that's not so comfortable because God's righteousness includes social justice for all sorts of people we'd rather ignore or use to our own advantage. In fact, when the gospel writer Luke mentions this beatitude, his version is simply, "Blessed are those who are hungry, for they will be satisfied." The implication is that those of us who are filled now will then be hungry. There's a call in this beatitude to make this world God's world. There's a call to care for each other, to take action, to right the wrongs of our world, to walk in the shoes of the oppressed, the beaten down, the forgotten, the hungry, and the poor. And that's a challenge for us because it is so much easier just to live our comfortable lifestyles and worry about all our silly little concerns. Clarence Jordan wrote the Cotton Patch version of the New Testament, which is a modern translation with a Southern accent. It's fervent and earthy and rich in humor, also rich in insight at times. Here's how he translates this beatitude. Those who have an unsatisfied appetite for the right are God's people. And that means not just being right ourselves, but right for everyone too. Most of you have heard me say many times that the gospel comforts the afflicted and afflicts the comfortable. This beatitude does both. May God give us the courage and the grace to live out hungering and thirsting for righteousness. Thanks for watching, and remember to let this day belong to God.